Season 3 Episode 8 of The Summer I Turned Pretty just gave us the unexpected Conrad and Belly kiss. The wedding has finally arrived, SIP fans. Belly and Jeremiah's rehearsal is about to begin, but it is clouded by Conrad's love confession at the end of Episode 7. Belly's mascara streaks are proof that she sobbed herself to sleep. Belly is shocked to see Conrad in the kitchen after Jeremiah and the bachelor party went fishing for the day. Conrad did not go on the excursion. She expresses her clear feelings to him over his choice to tell her that he still loves her, which is that she is angry and wants him to go. Conrad is finally in a position where he can tell her how he really feels, and I'm grateful for it. Please communicate. However, was it really necessary for him to wait until the wedding day? This is nuts. Although Belly has finally come to terms with her conflict between the brothers, she is afraid of being harmed again and won't bet her whole life on Conrad's love confession. Belly is defended by Taylor. Conrad returns home with coffee just as Taylor returns from her run, and he conducts a full-on BFF intervention on Belly's behalf. "You just treat her like this toy that you pick up and play with whenever you feel like it," Taylor explains. "You think you're just going to drive off into the sunset with her and she's just going to blow up her whole life because you suddenly remember she exists. Listen, if I know anything about Taylor, it's that she will stop at nothing to defend those she loves." I adore this moment. The song, "My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys," by Taylor Swift also comes to mind. "Han Jenny, I recognize you." An important "The Summer I Turned Pretty" fan question is addressed in the wedding rehearsal. Additionally, Belly's peaceful spa day is less than peaceful because of all the fights. We eventually learn that Belly's wedding dress from the Summer I Turned Pretty trailer is actually her rehearsal dress when her closest friends and family meet at the country club for the rehearsal dinner. Why this dress is so much nicer than her actual wedding gown is now my primary question. Why hadn't she simply intended to wear this one? In any case, Belly can't stop thinking about Conrad, who can't stop staring at her, but Jeremiah and Belly thank everyone in their lives, including Susanna, in a speech. Her attention is diverted when Adam explains that Jeremiah accepted a position at the company without telling her, demonstrating once more how poorly this man can communicate. Despite the fact that she sacrificed Paris for him, Belly dismisses it and says they'll figure things out. When Stephen and Denise finally plant a kiss, they discover that their relationship is solely business-related. I am totally in favor of Stephen and Taylor's relationship finally getting back on track because of this. Conrad and Belly are unable to let go of one another. Conrad finally confesses that seeing Belly and Jere get ready for their wedding is killing him when Laurel finds him by the pool after the rehearsal. I'm delighted to see this exchange in the program at last because it's one of my favorite dialogues in the novels. Conrad always sat by the pool to watch Belly swim, therefore the fact that the exchange takes place there is also quite important. Feel free to use that information however you see fit. Belly ends up getting a red bikini before going swimming one more time as a single woman because she's also thinking about the pool. Things don't go as planned on the wedding day. And, chat, this is where things really go south. On the morning of Belly's wedding, Jeremiah is gone and nowhere to be found when she wakes up. After reassuring Belly, Stephen confronts Conrad about Con's concealment in California and asserts that it is his duty to locate Jeremiah. The wedding is severely behind schedule. Conrad delivers Jeremiah a note that Susanna saved for his wedding day after discovering his brother in her garden, and receiving a blow to the face. However, it is Conrad's letter, not Jeremiah's. Do you recall the letters Susanna dropped at the conclusion of Season 2? When Laurel placed them in the envelopes, they completely got messed up. Conrad is startled to learn that the letter for his own wedding day is all about Belly after Jeremiah tells him he's dead and that their relationship is finished. In addition, Belly receives a letter from Taylor letting her know that she sacrificed Paris, Laurel, and even their friendship for this wedding. Conrad also apologizes for causing emotional turmoil at the wedding and tries one last time to get close to Belly. He says that loving her was worth it no matter what and that he's leaving before the ceremony. Belly, and us, start crying after he gives her a forehead kiss. I was overcome with emotion at this very personal and emotional event. However, there are beginnings as well as ends. It all comes to light when Jeremiah eventually arrives to the country club and discovers that Conrad left him Susanna's ring. Jere picked that battle before Cabo and linked up with Lacey since he was aware of Christmas the entire time. When I say that this show serves as a warning to me, I mean it with all of my heart. If they had simply spoken to one another, all of their relationship problems would have been settled years ago. After Belly acknowledges that a tiny part of her will always love Conrad, they call off the wedding and part ways. Belly leaves for the airport and uses the Laurel gift card to get a ticket to Paris, while Jeremiah remains in the club with Stephen. She sees Conrad seated in the same section of the airport as she is boarding, though, and she crosses the line to approach him.